what's up, guys? Let's talk about the Puma compressor. This is the compressor we use and recommend to be used with the Bull and the Badass Patriot. This puts out 38 cubic feet a minute, which is the minimum these machines operate off of. They can handle so much more, but at least it needs 38 cubic feet a minute. These compressors may look similar to the ones you're going to find at online stores and hardware stores, but they're much beefier than what you're going to find there. 38 cubic feet a minute of air is a lot of air at 90 psi. So that's what these units are made for. We come in a 10-gallon kit. That's what you see here. It's a wheelbarrow 10-gallon kit. It is movable around the job site that way, on off a truck, with at least 2 big guys. We have this version in a 30-gallon kit as well. We advise you to use the 30-gallon kit. It's 38 cubic feet a minute, albeit it's a lot of airflow. That's the minimum for these machines. With a 10-gallon kit, this works, but typically you're going to find on a hard ground, you're going to run this machine for about 20 seconds, full throttle. It will bleed down that 10-gallon tank. You'll need to give it about 10 seconds to fill the tank back up, and then run 20 seconds again. 2 to 3 cycles of that will get that close to the ground, so about a minute and a half. But if you had a 30-gallon tank, what we're finding out is that you can just run this thing wide open, full throttle, until we get the whole post down before it needs to recover. It starts to recover while you're moving to the next post. So it saves a little bit of time in the field by having a 30-gallon tank. The downfall to a 30-gallon tank is 2 guys are not moving around the job site. It'll be mounted to the truck, the trailer, or a skid, and that's it. It's just 2 moving bits.
Um,
Sorry, stick up there.
yeah, just from where you were.
When you get these delivered to you, 30-gallon or the 10-gallon, they're going to have the same pump and the same motor on these, okay? You need to add engine oil to the Honda engine. It'll be about a quart or so. That'll be a 10W30 non-detergent SAE oil, okay? So a non-detergent 10 the 30 on this unit right here, about a quart or so. You need to add that. You can't ship with the oil in it. In the compressor itself, you need to add 30 weight non-detergent SAE oil, about 1.5 quarts. There's a sight glass on the side of that. I'll show you where to fill it. On level ground, this should be halfway of that sight glass. Very important to do that when you get the delivery of either one of these units. When you get delivery, the filters are not going to be on them. So this one, that one, and this one will not be on the unit. You need to install these. They just thread on, pull the plastic cap out, and you'll thread these on with Teflon tape goes with them. The screw goes on. It's very, very important that you install these in this direction with that tube is faced down. This is going to be sucking air in for that pump to function properly. These can get broke off fairly easy, so they are a replaceable product we have on our website. You can just order another housing and replace it. Typically it gets broken just right in here. Unturn it out and you get on. Do not run it without these filters. We have seen that happen. And when people run these up without the filter, I'll open this up. So they're running it basically like this, without this. Dirt and debris will go through that hole, clog up this filter that's in here, okay? It's like a diaphragm. You can clean it out, fix it, but it's just time it takes to do that. So we don't need to have that problem, so we just leave these all installed with the filter and pointed down. You're in good shape. It's something we would check often. But if you do have a situation where the compressor's running and the driver's hitting, but it's not hitting very hard, that's probably because these are clogged. So if one of these are clogged, I would be checking all 3 of them, all right? The way you do that, take both these nuts loose. Pull this out of the way so you can see better what I'm pointing at. Take both of these nuts loose. Take this big nut here, turn it off. Use like a green SOS pad on the inside of that. Clean it up a little bit. There's an O-ring in there. Make sure the O-ring is not damaged. Make sure you install it back with the O-ring. A little bit of engine oil around an O-ring. Install it back together and do all 3 of those. And you probably go away. All right. So filters are very important. clean that out if it gets stuck for you. When we ship these units out, we're gonna, if you have a 10-gallon kit compressor, we're gonna ship this with it. This is made for your 3/8-inch hose. So those two fittings at the end of this tank, one of those is going to have plumbed for your 1/2-inch line for the Bull and the Patriot. And then this one here will go on the other side for your 3/8 or 1/4-inch air hose for your nail guns. So then we get shipped separately with it. The air hose that we recommend, this is a 1/2-inch ID air hose. This is some pretty durable air hose. But you need the ID. It's very important for the airflow. To get that 38 cubic feet a minute, you gotta have the inside diameter, and that's also why we have the fittings that we ship with it to make sure we have maximum airflow. The fittings that are on here, same thing. These fittings have the maximum airflow. If they have a restricted fitting anywhere in the line, then it's just no good to have a 1/2-inch hose everywhere else. So the fittings that we send with the unit have that 1/2-inch diameter airflow inside. If you get the 30-gallon kit from us, we're going to ship that separately. This kit here, so this manifold will go on the end of one of those outlets. It allows you to put the 1/2-inch hose and 2 3/8-inch nipples in there as well, 2 nail connectors, and then another 1/2-inch straight out hose on there as well. So that'll come separately with the kit. Coming soon, we'll have a battery attachment. You can attach a DeWalt Milwaukee battery to the kit. That'll be coming there very soon, and it'll be bolted on here when we get it and plugged into the 2 wires here to use this starter. This starter right now is not going to work unless you wire it into the truck or into the external battery accessory that we're going to have for the unit. When you go to start this unit, every single time, flip that up. That relieves the pressure on the tank. Choke it, push your gases on, and then 1 or 2 pulls on that, you're good to go. As soon as it starts, unchoke it and flip that down. Okay? Don't make any adjustments on this with right here. Make sure you don't turn any of those knobs. Some people like to mess with that because increase PSI or airflow. Don't mess with that. Okay? Let that be. Everything's set to work just fine with 90 PSI and 38 feet a minute. It'll run your nail guns just like it is set up. Okay? So that's the compressor, the Puma compressor that we highly recommend. 10 and 30-gallon tank for the Bull and the Patriot.